Okay. I'm trying to get it. Okay, I'm trying to get. Yeah, there we go. Hi, everybody. So I decided to get back on while I'm just, excuse me, touching up my face and here. Excuse me. I might go get me some of my hair moisturizer. We're gonna get into this video topic. I wasn't gonna do another video, but y'all, I got some things in my news feed, and I just swear, man. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't know what wealth is. Okay, and I think that a lot of people don't know. But we're gonna talk about it in a minute. Okay, so we'll wait till we get more people in here. Let me make sure my computer looked like it was gonna cut off. I'll be back in 1 second. We're gonna wait till we get a couple more people in, y'all. So get yourself some tea, a drink, or whatever. God told me to do this video because what's been coming up in my news feed, so I feel like I had to do this. But I'll be right back. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna touch up my hair. I'm gonna touch up my hair while I'm talking to y'all. Time is precious, so I try to get the most out of my time. All right. So, all right. This is for especially people of color. Wealth, wealth is not fancy things, okay? God don't owe you fancy things. God don't owe you fancy homes. Don't owe you a fancy car. The only thing that God owes you is peace. That's it. That's it. Peace. Whether it's, believe it or not, whether it's bringing you home or whether it's getting you in a position in your life where you have peace. Okay? That's it. I think people don't understand that. Okay? There are people who don't have a lot of money, but they got more peace than you. Like, for real. And the thing is, it's because they're not chasing the fancy things. Chasing fancy things, fancy cars, fancy clothes. I don't care how you chase it. It does affect your peace. Okay? And the thing is, as long as you feel like, oh, y'all, it's twisting just fine with the leave-in conditioner. As long as you feel like you got some peace, what is the problem? Like, what is the problem? What can you do to keep that peace? Okay? Like, this is the realest talk. I know first of all, if you have to keep doing YouTube, if you have to keep working your 9 to 5 job to pay enormous bills, like $500 car notes, then you ain't got no peace. You ain't got no peace. I don't care what job it is. You ain't got no peace. But if I'm in here and I'm working a 9 to 5 job and I'm not, and my car note is smaller than yours, okay? And I have more money left in my bank account, most likely I'm gonna have more peace than you do. If my car note is only $200 and my car bill is only $10,000, but your car bill is 40,000 and your car note is 500. I don't care how much money you have. I have more peace than you. So the point that I'm making is stop glamorizing things giving you peace. All right. If I could move out of my house in 3 hours and don't have to do much packing, and you have to pack up your house and it takes days, you don't have as much peace as I do. You don't. So instead of chasing money and things, why don't you chase peace? Chase that. Just chase that. Like, okay, I can put something on my bills. That's peace. That's peace. If I could pay all my bills off right now, that would mean getting my peace right away. Okay? A lot of peace right away. But if I keep on piling on more bills all because I have higher pay, then I'm saying I'm comfortable with not having peace. I'm trying to I'm trying to make myself comfortable not having peace. Okay? See, if I buy a $10,000 car and my car note is only 200 a month, I'm going to have more peace because I'm not going to be stressing over having to keep the car perfect because I bought it perfect. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So especially with people of color, the less you have, the actual more peace you have. That's the truth, y'all. You know, like in Fight Club, dude said, the things you own will end up owning you. He wasn't lying about that. Okay? Just think when you're spending your money on those expensive things, someday they will expire. And someday you got to sell them and get rid of them. And see, that's affecting your peace. That's going to affect your peace. There is a future in which those expensive things start to tax you. Energy tax you. Mental health tax you for buying them. Y'all, this is deep. Y'all, this is some deep stuff, what I'm saying. Okay? I've been around people who was aggravated by the fact that I felt more at peace than them, yet they was driving a better car than me. And I could feel that's why they was aggravated, almost like I could sense in my intuition that they was justifying their aggravation through saying, oh, she must be lazy. She must not do nothing with her life. So that's why she got more peace. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I do make money. I do things with my life. It's just that I'm not chasing expensive things. And that's why I have peace. No one is going to have real peace when they know they paid buku money for something that they would panic over if it was broken. There's no way you have peace all the way to your soul, knowing that if someone trashed your $50,000 car, you would flip out. Okay? Y'all, if you keep on saying you want to have peace, then why don't you do the things that will give you peace? Okay? You want peace? Take a shower, sit around your house butt naked. This is real talk. And when you go places, let somebody else do the driving. That's peace. That is peace. Have all your food delivered to you. Don't go to the grocery stores shopping. Order all your stuff online and have it delivered. That's peace. That is peace. Okay? Serious. Rent a car for your vacation trip instead of having a car own you all year. This is causation of their envy. So, I mean, get things that you know you can give back. That way you have peace. See, if somebody bring their kids here, I can send their kids back. Okay? I'm just keeping it real. If I rent a car for vacation, I can send it back. The moment it stopped giving me peace, I can send it back. Okay? And this is real talk. Do your hair in a way that lasts a long time that will give you peace. 2-strand twist in your hair gives you peace. You can literally shampoo your hair while it's still twisted and then literally just restyle it without ever having to repart it. That's peaceful. That's peaceful, right? Without ever having to see your 4C kinky hair in a fro. I can go to that sink right now, shampoo, condition my hair while it is still twisted. Sponge it out and retwist it without having to repart. That's peace. The thing is, you have to be in the mindset of that's what you're chasing every time you do things. Okay? And you have to imagine the future of that thing that you're doing or going after, and whether that future says that you're going to have peace. The final result, the end result, is going to give you peace. Okay? This is Mama's home. I like the fact that y'all call me mommy. Do y'all know I like that? I don't like to be called auntie because auntie is attached to some messy energy. But I don't mind being called mommy. I don't mind. Okay? God didn't give me more kids, and I wanted a bunch of kids, y'all. I wanted to be old Mother Hubbard, but not live in a shoe. I wanted a whole bunch of kids. I didn't know what to do. I would have known what to do though. But I'm just saying, I had always wanted a bunch of kids, but it wasn't in the cards for me. Health wise, y'all. So I do what I would have did with my kids. I do it on this channel. All right. So look, stop thinking somebody doing better than you. You know you got peace. Say, I'm one of the champions. I got peace today. I got me some peace. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel like when I was living in that small room attic in my mother-in-law's house, I had more peace. I had more peace more often. You know why? Because all I had was 2 dresser drawers to fill with clothes. All I had was a little bit of floor and a bed to make, okay? And the floor to clean, a little bit. All right. I knew I didn't have the room to buy things. So what I did was do things. And because I did more things, I had more peace. See? Because I didn't have room to buy things, I was spending my money to do fun things. So I had more peace. Okay? If you cannot stop doing things that trick you into thinking it's going to give you peace in the end when it's not, corner yourself so you cannot do it. Corner yourself so you can't do it. Oh, you're very welcome. Move out of that expensive apartment you're living in and move in with your grandmother. And every time you help her out, you will know your worth and your value. Move in with your grandmother. She might got dementia, but understand you're helping somebody that's insane. Tell yourself that. Don't let her dementia make you think you're not got no worth. Just say, I'm helping her because she's insane. But I have more peace. You know why? Because I have someone to talk to who's not chasing things. Really, old people don't chase things. So she's not going to expect a whole lot of money from me to live with her. My old grandma's not expecting that. There's not a lot to do around the house because grandma really don't do nothing but sit in the same chair and watch the same shows and go to her bingo. And go to her church. So there's really not much to do. Grandma don't have a lot of company. There's not people coming through trashing the place. See, I can have peace. I actually can have peace living with my grandma. My grandma will sleep a lot, and that will give me peace. Grandma like her peace and quiet, her silence, so I will have more peace. See, the thing, and then you will feel wealthy. I don't ever feel poor when I have peace. I never had a moment feeling broke when I had peace. This is deep, y'all. This is deep. If Neville Guard say feeling is the key, and Napoleon say feeling is the key, then why ain't everybody trying to get peace then? If feeling, that's a feeling. Peace is a feeling. So why ain't people just trying to get peace? Okay? No one really thinks that they're broke until other people say they broke. We was taught to believe, we was taught what broke means. Okay? We was taught That if you don't have a lot of money just stashed around, thousands of dollars stashed around, then you're still poor. We was taught that. And the creator is trying to detox our mindset from that. The creator has so many ways to remind us what peace is so we understand what the true wealth is. Believe me, there's somebody suffering right now in extreme pain. And to them, pain free is peace. Pain free would be wealthy. There's somebody right now suffering an agonizing pain from cancer, and they would give up all their money to have it go away. If they had $1 million in their bank account, they would say, I would rather be broke than fight this cancer any longer. Somebody said, girl, what? I'm serious. What is that? Is that what it's going to take? Is that what it's going to take? For you to know what real suffering is? For you to have to get organ and feet removed and hands removed and stuff? For you to be like, whoa, child, F this money. F this money. I just need to be able to walk around. I just need to be able to walk around. This is the real talk. You know, my mother was into chasing money and chasing money and chasing money. Till one day, I'm going to use my mother as a true story. She got a genetic disease that took over her whole body. And it made her body hard and broken. Her skin was hard and broken, and it looked like somebody put blunts out on her body, all over her body. Her feet looked like somebody fried it on a grill. Okay, it was a genetic skin disease. Not contagious. You know, in the end, you know what my mother said? Even though she didn't have much retirement money, she never talked about her money problems. You know what she talked about? How she wished she had did more with her life. If she had known, she'd be dealing with a genetic problem. Now, you would think that by her not having a job no more, 30 years and after 30 years working, no job, no husband, her husband's dead, nobody living with her to help her out financially. She living off whatever's left in her bank account and whatever welfare and disability check she getting, which wasn't much. You would think she'd be complaining about that. You think she'd be complaining about her lost youth. You think she'd be complaining about how she can't, how she don't have a man. She was complaining about the fact that she just wanted peace in her body. I just want peace in my body. I'm just tired of hurting. That's all I want. Now, isn't that something? If you ain't chasing peace, someday you will. You're not leaving this world unless it's an instant death without chasing peace. So you can sit up there all you want and say, well, I'll get all that money, get peace. Michael Jackson didn't have no peace, and he had plenty money. Okay? So Prince didn't have no peace, and he had plenty money. All right? Prince, so just let that sink in your head. Okay? Do work your life right now while you still can, and be the more in control of it before caregivers control it, along with the slave masters and the government. Before all that kicks in, work your life right now so you'll be set up to have peace. Where you're like 80 years old and you ain't got bill collectors taking you to court. Okay? You're 80 years old and you're like, I can still do most of the things I can enjoy, you know, with my hands and my feet. I don't have to take care of a lot of stuff. I only got a little room to clean. Set it up so that you will get to that point. But don't think that the peace of having, that the so-called peace of having property is the everlasting peace. People tend to think that. People tend to think when they own stuff, I'm going to have everlasting peace now. I used to think that. I really thought when I moved in my daughter's family home, When I got cars, I was going to have everlasting peace. I finally got it. Yay. I finally got a decent car, house, everything. Mm, my marriage was in trouble. Nah. I started to say, I don't even care about this. I just want my family the way it used to be. I just want my family back. I just want the good times to happen again. I found myself saying that. I found myself leaving my car parked outside for weeks sometime in total depression because I wanted my family the way it used to be. All of a sudden, that family in that car wasn't so glamorous anymore. That's real talk. I was in here eating myself to death in full blown depression because family ain't like it used to be. We don't do cookouts no more. Ain't nobody, a lot of people dead, suicide, sudden deaths, dying young, cancer taking people out young. When we once upon a time we was all together, it was a packed house and we was laughing and eating barbecue and turning up, and it was like none of this matter. I just want them times again. I would get the bus. I would get the bus to see those people. I just didn't know how valuable that wealth was over what I owned. And you sometimes don't know until somebody like me tell you, or you get old, you get over 45 and then it hits you. Then it hits you. If you're in your 30s, take this serious what I'm saying. You can't, I know it's hard because you're chasing that. But what you're chasing really is just a dream. The real dream is the wealth of those who love you. That's the real dream. The real dream of the people that love you for what you're able to do from what is inside of you. That's the real dream. The real dream is times that make you feel good about yourself. That you'd probably be happy even if you did it butt naked. Even if you got the bus to do it, you'd probably still be happy. Y'all, I'm telling you no lie. This is the truth. Oh, I wish I had known this. Oh, if I had known this, I would have never missed one bingo game with my mother. If I had known this about what real wealth is, I would have made it my personal goal for me and my siblings to do stuff 2, 3 days a week. I wouldn't have done no once a month stuff. We would have been out like we was kids. We would still be out. But we all started chasing things and thinking that will lead to wealth. And I'm watching every single one of us still struggling to have peace. Every single one. Every single one. When all we all had to do was glamorize the peace of social love, the peace of creative energy. That's all. Yeah, you want your 9 to 5 job so you can eat and have a roof over your head in a car, maybe to get to your 9 to 5 job if you can't get the bus. But do you really need your 9 to 5 job for the things that you're trying to buy? Come on, y'all, let's keep it real. Do you need your 9 to 5 job for that $50,000, $60,000 car? Do you need your 9 to 5 job for your 2,500 or 1,800 rent a month? Do you really need that? I mean, in Africa, their siblings share a room. Why can't your kids share a room? Why can't each room be like 2 kids to a room? Why? Why can't that be? Why do a 14-year-old need privacy? Like, why can't a 14-year-old girl share a room with a 12-year-old? Like, why do they need privacy? Are they grown? Are they doing grown-up stuff? The point that I'm making is You have to think like this because, yeah, you might be making everybody else seem like they're more comfortable in your house. But when you lay your head on the pillow at night, how much peace do you actually have making everybody else comfortable in a way that they don't need to be comfortable? Y'all, I remember having 10 times more peace when I was sharing a room with my little sister in a 2-bedroom apartment living with my mother. I could remember. My health was better. Everybody treated each other better. And I didn't have to chase money because I wasn't wasting money and I wasn't chasing no damn American dream. Y'all. So, you don't need variety. You need what works. You don't need an expensive car. You need a working car. You need a car that you can clean, and you need a working car. You don't need a car that everybody approves of. You just need a car if you need a car. Can you clean it? Can you clean it? Maybe can you paint it? Maybe can you learn to paint? You don't like the paint job on the outside. It's probably cheaper to pay to get it painted than buy a brand new spanking new car. Y'all, for real. I hope y'all take this seriously because I'm seeing some stuff in my live feed and I'm seeing people glamorize saying, stop asking for wealth money because you're owed it. You don't need money to feel wealthy. Nuns don't got no money. Nuns don't got no money. They have peace. Why do you think they look so bright? Why do you think they're always glowing? How is it that they don't have what we have, but they glowing more than we glowing? There's some nuns with hair so long it's ridiculously long. How is that possible? Because they're not chasing what we're chasing. And that's just it. That's just it. You don't need, matter of fact, you don't need a better room. You don't need a new room in your parents' house. You need to know how to fix up that room. That's what you need to do. You don't need your own house because your parents are toxic. You need to learn how to stop sitting in the house all the time around them. You need to get a husband or a wife so that y'all can both split the bills. You don't need to go out there and just get your own apartment by yourself. Yo, you don't need more income in the house. You need your 18-year-old son to get a job. Okay? This is real talk. You a mom. Woo! I got a 16-year-old and 18-year-old here, and I'm struggling to pay the bills. No. Why ain't they working? Why ain't they working? Why? So the point that I'm making, you need to make smarter decisions so that you can have more peace, so you can stress less about money. For real. Like, seriously. Like, this might sound heartless, but I don't need a daughter to come over here and shower me with love, meaning, I love you, mom, how you doing, to ask how I'm doing. No, I need her to come here and help out. That's what I need her to do. I need her to come and help me get some more peace. So I can get a little peace today. And that means helping me. That means helping me around here. When I get, because I'm about to bust it out on these blinds. I got to take all these blinds down and go reshop the blinds. And then I got to try to get to the ceiling and the walls. Okay, I don't need a daughter to validate my mother energy. I need a daughter that cares about whether I got some peace. Seriously. I don't need sisters to just sit around and let me cry on their shoulder. I need sisters that's going to help me do my hair. I need sisters that's going to help me cook a meal that will last almost all week. I need them to come here and help with that. Because me slaving over this stove, it's not giving me no peace. And me sitting here twisting my hair 4 or 5 hours a week, that's not giving me any peace. It's not. Y'all. I need people that want to do things for peace and not to put pressure on people to validate their power. Hi, everybody. Anybody get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? Okay? That's like recently I started using the same thing that I use for my hair. I use for my skin now because I need peace. See this right here? See these? The tea tree oil, the argan oil. I use it for skin and hair. I don't care if it says for healthy hair, whatever. It's going for both. It's doing both. Okay? It's doing both. I use the same 2 lipsticks. I only use the burgundy and the red and the one with lip gloss because I want peace. I don't want a lot of makeup in my purse, shuffling through some makeup. No. I'm not switching hair products every month. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not getting no peace. I'm not even going to be back. I'm not even going to be changing shoe companies anymore. I'm not even doing that no more. Like I'm going to buy the same sneakers from the same company, New Balances. That's it. Those are the ones that my feet like. Those are the ones I'm going to buy. I don't need to try out the new Nikes. I don't need to know if Adidas can match New Balances. I don't need to know none of that. I don't need to go to all these different clinics because my clinic closed. No, I need to go to the clinic that I chose. That's the one that I need to go to. I don't need all these different diets and meals and variety meals. No, that's not giving me peace. I'm not eating all these different vegetables and stuff. That's not giving me peace. I'm gonna stick with my spinach and kale, my eggs and my meat. I'm good. I'm good. You can keep all the rest of the vegetables. I might throw in zucchini if I want a little bit something different, but that's it. I don't need corn, carrots, peas, all these different vegetables. No, my energy, y'all. I want simple food. I want the same food every day. I only want maybe 2 different menus. That's it. That's it. I don't want Taco Tuesday, Pizza Day, Chinese food day. I don't need all them different days. No, no, no peace. Started to get it started to affect my mental health. This family member like, oh, let's do Chinese food today. Oh, let's do. No, I don't need all that. I just need what works and what I enjoy. I don't need all this variety. Like I don't. I started getting triggered, man. I'm not buying all these different underwear lines. No, I like Marilyn Monroe. I like her clothing line. I'll get hers. I like Kathy Ireland. What you call Catherine's line and my Marilyn Monroe. I'll stick with theirs. That's it. That's it. That's it, y'all. I hope that y'all getting this energy. I got 2 books on my table right now. 2. My upstairs room is not a storage room. Why? Because I don't want variety. I don't need different rooms to lay in. I don't need different couches to sit on. I don't need different restaurants to eat at. I'm good. I'm good. I need fun activities, creative activities, but I don't need variety with diet. I don't need variety with friends. I don't need variety with books and resources. I don't need variety with clothes. Variety is the reason why people don't have wealth. Money creeps away so quietly when you're into variety. It's a ninja then. Money becomes a ninja. The ninja creeping away when you chase variety. Okay? This is real, y'all. I'm eating the same breakfast every single day, and I don't even mess with lunch all like that. You know what my lunch is? Guess what my lunch is? Meat and some green juice, vegetable juice. That's my lunch. Meat and vegetable juice. That's a very boring lunch. That's a very boring lunch. You don't hear no rice or no grains or nothing in there. Uh, it's so easy. My meat is cooked in the oven or in the stove oven for about, it takes about 17 minutes to cook because the way it's baked. And I just pour the green juice in the cup and sit down and eat. Sit down and drink it. I blend my juice to day before, and I got juice for 2-3 days in my blender. I finally found this, y'all. Olive oil, y'all. Y'all better get down with it. Fantasia. I'm not even using, see this gel? I'm not using nobody else's gel but Fantasia. See this? It's an olive oil styling gel. Alcohol free, no flaking. I use this to seal in the cream. So I already have cream in, y'all. I'm checking where it's coming loose, any loose ends, because I don't want to get no breakage. But since I know there's already cream in here, I'm just using the gel. I like this gel because it has aloe vera in it and silk protein. I don't care what nobody say. Fantasia got some healthy hair. Her line works, y'all. Her hair is always so shiny and healthy. I said, shoot, Fantasia's hairline is shiny. Her hair is shiny and healthy. And I know she got motherland genetics in her. So I said, I'm going to use what Fantasia used. I'm going to use her line. You know, I'm telling you, I don't like variety. This one was real dry, so I had to add some leave-in conditioner. I don't like variety like that. But yeah, another thing I learned is when you think about wealth and you're saying, "Oh, I'm trying to chase wealth," you always have to visualize how it will bounce back to you. How it will affect you a while after you've got it. Most people only think about the end result, but never the distant future of having it. Nobody thinks that far. Nobody dreams that far. Nobody says, okay, let me imagine 15 years after I got the car. What will my life be like? Nobody thinks like that. Oh, thank you, y'all. Let me tell you, argan oil, y'all, and tea tree, argan oil, tea tree, and rose oil for your skin. And I clean my face daily with baking soda, and water and lavender or eucalyptus. I cleanse my face with eucalyptus or lavender and baking soda. Baking soda acts as a puma stone for your face. So I literally put baking soda on my hands with the lavender body wash or eucalyptus body wash. I mix it on my hands. I know this sounds wild that I use my hands, but I do it because that's how our ancestors did. And I literally massage my face with it and scrub. Okay, the baking soda is acting like a loofah sponge, like a Brillo pad, and that gets a lot of the top layer of the dead skin that was on overnight. And then I apply the argan oil, the tea tree oil, and the rose. Now sometimes I do put my into the night cream on my face on top. I showed y'all it. Okay. Hi, everybody. My hair is healthy too. Look at this hair. It's growing, y'all. I do a rice water treatment on my hair every 2 weeks or every other week. So I did it last week. So I'm gonna do a rice water massage rinse on my hair this weekend. I'm gonna do it this weekend, this Sunday, and then rinse it out. Rinse. I'm gonna sponge rinse my hair, and then I'll just retwist it. I don't shampoo my hair but once a month now. I know y'all think that's crazy, but the sebum, y'all, you need the sebum for hair growth. Okay? Washing that sebum out every week. No, it's a no. If your hair get itchy, you're supposed to put peppermint and tea tree oil or rinse it. Do a peppermint and water rinse of your scalp if it feels itchy, but don't shampoo. You want to try to put off that shampooing. My family members who got really super long, fast growing hair, so do I when I don't cut it. It's growing fast now, but they don't cut. Also, they only get they get a micro trim. They never get their hair cut more than a half an inch every 2 months. And they told me that what I was doing wrong is that I was washing the sebum out too soon. So when I start washing that sebum out, I noticed faster hair growth. Oh, I'm trying, y'all. I'm about to scrub these teeth, though. That's what I'm about to do. Sometimes I take my shower in the middle of the day. Any of y'all take your shower in the middle of the day? Sometimes I do. Showers are nice. Middle day showers are nice to me because you're fresh for you're fresh for the other half of the day. You know, sometimes queens and kings don't even get dressed till lunchtime. So I feel like when I wait till lunchtime to get dressed, I feel like I'm stepping into my royal energy. I feel like also I'm going off the Matrix script. You know, the Matrix say, get up in the morning, shower, go to work 9 to 5. I feel like I'm breaking the rules when I don't shower until lunch. No, I'll still will use my my clean catch wipes, my lady wipes, but then I will shower at lunchtime, or I'll shower before bed. But I find that I take the power back when I'm not showering when everybody else is showering. I mean, how good is your shower when everybody's showering at the same time, y'all? I mean, that sounds kind of weird. I think that like you're still a robot. Like you're in the shower at 8 o'clock, but so is half the people in your neighborhood. Ooh, you don't even know if somebody's doing sex magic on you. You can have an ex-boyfriend doing sex magic on you in the shower, and you're in the shower at the same time. So he's able to access your sexual energy. Y'all. No. No, man. Sometimes you got to go off script, y'all. Sometimes you got to be like, I'm going to go ahead and shower at 9 or 12 because I know that the people I was sexual with is showering at 8 o'clock. Y'all never know. I be dropping gems in my videos, huh? See, this is what our ancestors used to do. They never really kept still. Like, they had a certain time that they meditated. But our ancestors would talk while they were doing their hair, talk while they were grooming, while they were, grooming each other, massaging each other. I find we need to get back to this. I don't want to be somebody to just sit with a head talking when I know I could be loving myself at the same time. I know I got some work to do on myself, so why the hell am I just gonna sit there talking? For real though. Shoot. Y'all gonna see me come up on some of these videos when I come back. I'll be in here shaving. I'm gonna have my little rusty shaver out of my shaving cream. Y'all gonna see me like this. Now I know some of y'all like, she be doing all that in the kitchen. And there was no kitchen, living room, to our ancestors. There was just a fire pit. That was it. That was it. There was just a circle around the fire pit. What does it matter? You got to vacuum your floor and wash your table anyway. So what does it matter? You got to disinfect your kitchen sink anyway. So what does it matter? I think people be like still brainwashing, don't know. Oh, she doing all that in her kitchen. Girl, she need to take that in her living room. Why? Why? My hair is godly. My hair came from God. Why can't it be in this kitchen? There's no. I'm not eating no food while I'm combing my hair. I have to vacuum. I have to wipe tables down. So what does it matter? Y'all better stop letting this matrix tell you what to do. They purposely doing that because then they know that you'll pay for that property. See, if you keep on thinking you need a bedroom, living room, kitchen, in different room sections, then they know. If they can get you to think that way, they know you'll pay for that expensive place. They know it. And this system purposely try to make you think that you're insane for having one room be every room. You're insane doing that. Really? Really? Our ancestors would just hold up a cloth. They would have a guard or another their husband hold up a cloth while they changed their clothes. Okay, or they would make a wooden shield, and they would stand behind that and dressed. And they didn't say, "Well, we're gonna have to go further in the woods down to the changing room." That don't make no sense, y'all. Whew, child. I tried to get my family to move in my mother-in-law's house, but they're obsessed with having multiple rooms. They're not okay with just having the upstairs. Two rooms. Two rooms big enough to have a small stove or skillet, a medium-sized TV, and two beds up there. And two dresser drawers. They're not satisfied with that. Why do people want house to roam when they really supposed to be roaming outside? Like, why do you need roaming space in your house when you're really supposed to be roaming outside? I mean, how are you getting closer to God just roaming around your house? Y'all, I'm telling you. So I'm just making sure it's not. I don't know if y'all know this, but argan oil has a way of combating frizz. If y'all have frizz in your hair, the argan oil will help that because it smooths. Okay, so if you don't have a gel with the smoothing thing in it, you can always put some olive oil. I mean, not olive oil, argan oil. You can always put argan oil over your twists. Okay, it gets rid of the frizz. Okay, there we go. So that's what I just did. All right, I feel confident now. I am going to put some tea tree here in the front of my hair. Okay, there we go. There's all if you can squeeze in some taking care of me time, you can. Let people watch. If they be triggered, a family member feels triggered because you filing your nails, you shaving while you talking, or you're too precious to be like, I gotta wait till tonight to take care of me. No, y'all. Hi, everybody. See, and let me tell you something. Peace and confidence and feeling wealthy is a full-time job. It's a full-time job, y'all. Okay? The moment you even feel like, I don't feel like I'm covered in favor, I'm starting not to feel that way, go ahead and start doing something for yourself. Do something for yourself, okay? Or do something that will remind you of your power. Like for today, I'm actually planting. I want to show y'all what I'm planting this week. Hi, Hansi. What, bud? Oh, Hansi following me. I'll be right back, y'all. You following mommy? What's up, bruh? See, animals can feel when you love yourself too. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm planting. I guess my family members took it, y'all. They took the packs. They put it upstairs. But I'm planting a salad garden today. I'm planting a salad mix, and it said that it should be available within 10 days to harvest. So I'm gonna be I'm gonna be, but it's like small salad stuff. Okay, micro salad stuff. That's what I'm doing, y'all. I feel so great. Some of y'all say my skin looks great. That's because I lowered the carbs and I raised the protein, y'all. And I lowered, believe it or not, I lowered my fruit too. Protein is the secret. If you want to look good, if you want better skin, protein. It beats out everything. I eat a small amount of fruit, and I do allow myself to have one type of carb a day or every couple days because I prefer to keep my carbs low. So today I had a biscuit, but I'm not going to eat no biscuit for lunch or dinner. Now, I didn't already did lunch. My lunch was meat, juice, and I'm about to have some V8. That's it. I now do my plates, y'all, 90% meat. The most anything else will be 20% on the plate. That's it. That's it. Like a very small amount. I just don't want to. I just don't want all that different cooking, and I just don't want all that in my stomach, all that different stuff in my stomach, and I also don't want to waste calories on things that are just hydrating me, because that's all. That's mostly what vegetables do. Hydrate. And for real, I could get hydrated with lemon water. I don't need all these different vegetables for hydration. And I don't need a different vegetables for energy. Protein gives me plenty of energy. Y'all better start glamorizing. If you're a meat eater, start telling your family members we eat mostly meat in this house. Don't expect a lot of vegetables on the plate. I'm not wasting my money on calories on something that all it's doing is hydrating me. When I can drink mineral water um, from the mountains and get hydrated, all I gotta do is buy electrolyte water to get hydrated. I don't need all these fruits and vegetables. Y'all, peace. It's so wild because it's like I'm used to having more dishes to do at lunchtime. I'm used to having so much stuff in here I gotta put away. I'm used to having like hours and hours on my hair every day. I'm just used to like standing there 20 minutes trying to figure out what I'm gonna wear. I have so much extra time on my hands now that I was actually able to edit my entire PDF I've been working on. I was able to edit the entire PDF and write 2 more pages. See what I'm saying? If you got more time to do what you need to do for you and what you want to bring to society, then you're already wealthy. You have more time. If you can manage to live off a small amount of money to do what you enjoy doing,
and bring and what you enjoy bringing to society, then you're already wealthy. Some people are just too trapped. They done sign contracts to too many different things. So they won't have the time that you have to do what you want to do to bring to society. I think that's why some people choose to live in government housing. They're willing to stay there until they get famous. They're willing to stay there until they get famous money, because they're like, I just need more time. I need more time to do what I want to do, and I know I'll have peace because I have more time to do what I want to do. I have a friend that hasn't worked a 9 to 5 job, and y'all, I think over 25 years, and they're one of the happiest people, and very fit, and aging gracefully, and yet they still make it. They still doing fine, and they doing what they want to do to make money. I got my little bag of roses, y'all. See my bag of roses? I think I'm going to put this blue one in today. That's what I think I'm going to do. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, I got the blue one in. No, maybe I need to down like that a little bit more. Yeah. I got my dragonflies on, y'all, my little blue. Okay. All right, y'all. I talked to y'all through y'all lunch break. I hope you enjoyed the video. What can you do? What's the next thing you can do to give you some peace? And let it not be, I need to spend money. I need to buy new things. I need to buy myself something new. If you don't really need it, then don't buy it. Like, I actually do need a pair of tennis shoes, sneakers. So I'm going to buy me some sneakers. The reason why I know I need sneakers is these ones broke in the front. Okay, they broke in the front, and I noticed that I could feel the ground too much in these ones now, and I would not be able to hike long in these sneakers because these are not meant for that. So I do got to get me some sneakers, and I've been shopping. I've been looking and trying to find ones that's not too expensive, but will give me what I need. So I'm going to stick with New Balances. I ain't buying no other sneakers but New Balances. New Balance sneakers is rated number 4 for the best athletic sneaker. So, yeah. All right, y'all. See y'all later. If y'all enjoyed the video, feel free to let me know. Once again, if you'd like to send a donation, you can send it to my Cash App at @Coach B Hunter. I told y'all I don't do spiritual lessons on here no more, y'all. If y'all want those, you gotta you gotta join my events on Eventbrite. I will announce when I'm having those events. Okay? My PDF that some of y'all have been waiting for, it will be available very soon. I think I'm just gonna do it in a series because it's getting too long. So as soon as I get done with this last little paragraph, editing that, I'm going to go ahead and move it to the doc. And then I'm just going to upload it. And then certain people will be able to read it on my private account. But then eventually I'll end up publishing it on Amazon. It's like part 1 of a series that I'm doing. And I'm going to be doing this every week. It's going to be a series of PDFs that y'all be able to buy. So next week it'll be another PDF, and then next week it'll be another. I'm literally gonna be doing this for years, like at least every other week. PDF for sale, audiobooks for sale, and y'all could just even videos that y'all can't watch on this channel that are private. Those videos will be for sale. Any of my law of attraction manifesting will be for sale. Okay, y'all. I'm just so happy that I managed to edit this whole PDF. I've been fighting with this thing for a while. It's like 90% approved by Grammarly. It's very close to 90%. So that means I can sell it without people complaining about the readability. All right. All right. Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching.